guys. Oh, I think my bun is about to fly off. There is one bobby pin holding her up. This could get dangerous. So I'm here with my March favorites. 3 months in a row. 3. 1, 2, 3 months in a row. Favorites video. Are you proud of me? Because I'm proud of myself. So I feel like I don't have that much to show you guys, but what I do have is bomb.com. Ew. I'm gonna start with skincare. First, I don't know if I showed this to you guys on YouTube, but I know I showed it on Snapchat. Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. Bitch, what? This stuff is so amazing. You have to shake it up. I should have showed you before I shook it. But it like separates and you can almost see like the watermelon on top. It's kind of cool. But the sprayer on this thing, oh, it's so good. I don't want to spray it on my face because I don't like putting this on top of makeup. I just like using it as like a refresher or like at night after I do my skincare. But look at this. You know, I really don't know what any facial mist does for me. I feel like they don't really do much, but they feel good. They're refreshing. This one smells like pure watermelon. It smells so good. It reminds me of summertime. The packaging is so adorable. And this freaking nozzle, brands, take notes. Every single spray in the history of the world should have this nozzle. It is so good. I'm so tempted to like spray it at my camera. Like when I had it right there, I just want to be like, that would be very, very bad. Another product that I've already talked about, but now I have the big daddy one to show you guys. The Aveeno Positively Radiant Max Glow Infusion Drops. I am obsessed with them. I just bought this one like not even 2 weeks ago, and do you see how low she is? So every night when I do my nighttime skincare, I put my nighttime moisturizer on. So I'll take a little bit of moisturizer, one little, what's it called? Dropper of this, mix them together, put it on my face, and I swear it is so good. I just really like these, and I don't even know why. Like, it's not even well, it is kind of the glow that it gives me, but whatever I mix it with, it just applies so nicely and it feels so hydrating without feeling heavy or weird. I just love these. I'm hooked. I use them every night. They're so good. And if you're super dry, you probably could get away with using this during the day. Here, I'll show you I probably already showed you in a close-up, but we're gonna do it again. So that's what they look like. It's just like a super thin, like serum. I don't know what it is about this that I love so much. I really, truly don't know. But it just, I love it. Oh, and it smells so French and delicious. Ew. Wanted to give a quick mention to tea tree oil. And for me, it always has to be the Body Shop tea tree oil. I don't know why. This is the only tea tree oil that I will use. This is all that I use. Oh, it says suitable for blemished skin. I never noticed that. Do you see it down there at the bottom? I'm obsessed with tea tree oil. It's all I put on blemishes. If I get a breakout, if I have anything on my face that I'm like, you're not supposed to be there, this is what I put on it at night, in the morning, during the day, whatever. And within like a day or two, it's gone. So Hunter had an ingrown hair. There's a whole story that goes along with this ingrown hair. He thought it was like, he thought he was dying. He's like, Mom, I have cancer. I'm going to die. Like, Hunter is one of those people that whenever something happens, he goes to the darkest depth of what it could be. Like the other day, he's like, well, I'm going to need an operation. And I'm like, for what? He's like, I don't know, but something's definitely wrong. Like, he just always feels like he's on the brink of death. He's very dramatic. Thank God he's healthy. I don't like that he does that because I feel like you're like putting bad thoughts into the world, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's for another video. So he had an ingrown hair, thought that it was like a flesh-eating bacteria, and I'm like, Hunter, it's an ingrown hair. Put this on it. I sent some to him because he lives in another state because he's going to grad school. Put this on it, and I called him like 2 days later, and he's like, oh my God, it's gone. It was an ingrown hair, and I'm like, you're welcome. I mean, bottom line, tea tree oil will basically change your life. and it smells so good. It smells like tea tree oil, duh. Okay, 2 more skincare products. They're both eye creams, but they're very, very different. So first we'll talk about this guy, Charlotte Tilbury Magic Eye Rescue Eye Cream to turn back the clock. If only we could actually turn back the clock. I'm 70. So now you see this and you're automatically like, ooh, Charlotte Tilbury skincare, girl, she's so expensive. She is so expensive. But this eye cream, oh, she's so good. It's like, it's so thin. Look, it's like so thin. It soaks right in, but it is so, the spirit took me. It's so hydrating. It's so hydrating. Like that's what I love about it, because I'm one of those people that if I use an eye cream that's a little bit too heavy, I will get those milia bumps under my eyes. I feel like I just permanently have milia bumps under my eyes. It's just like, they're just here to stay. This one though, I feel like it's super hydrating and it's enough, like it's heavy enough, but it doesn't give me those bumps. It's not too rich of a cream. I just love it. If you want to splurge on an eye cream, because that's what this is, a total splurge, but it is, ooh, so good. And then this little guy, Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to Brighten and Depuff. I know that I've talked about this before because I freaking love this stuff. So it has a bit of a peachy tone to it. I put this on during the day and I swear it brightens your under eyes so much, but it's like so hydrating without being heavy. It soaks right in. It is so amazing. I just love that it has that like peachy tone to it, and it really does like really brighten your under eyes. And you're also like nourishing and moisturizing at the same time. It's amazing. I've tried so many eye creams that claim to brighten and depuff. This one actually brightens and depuffs. Okay, moving on to makeup. First have to talk about this guy because I am obsessed. I'd just like to apologize for my excessive use of the word obsessed. Okay, thanks, carry on. So this is one of a few new primers from First Aid Beauty. One of 2 or one of a few. I don't know, but this is new. That sounded like a Dr. Seuss story. Pores Be Gone Matte Primer with Fig Extract. I love this so much. I have worn this every single day since I discovered that I loved it. Like I tried it and I'm like, oh, it might be good. I think I actually, no. Did I try it on camera for the first time? I don't remember. I got Erin onto this one now too. So it just looks like a moisturizer, but when you rub it in, it's so like, you can feel how it's like a smoothing, it's a primer. It feels like a nice smoothing primer, but I like that I can just rub this in like a moisturizer and it doesn't start to pill up on my skin. A lot of primers, you have to kind of like press them in and be super gentle. This one, I take a little plop, rub it all around and then kind of press it, and it is amazing. It keeps my makeup on. I feel like it fills in my pores. It basically does everything that I want a primer to do. It doesn't irritate my skin. It's not heavy. I really love this. It smells like cucumber melon. That's one thing I will if you're not a fan of scents or your face can't deal with fragrance, you are not gonna like this one. Definitely, it's pretty heavily scented, but I feel like it goes away right away. It does say safe for sensitive skin, so you just have to determine if you can deal with the scent. I mean, the scent is amazing. I think it smells so good. I want the scent to last all day. If you are combo to oily, I feel like even if you're dry, you could wear this one because it is not at all matte, in my opinion. It says matte primer. Do you see that? Matte primer, but this does not make your face look matte. It just gives it a very natural, beautiful, perfect finish, and makeup just looks so good on top of it. I love it. Did I explain anything at all to you about this? Nope? Okay. So a concealer that I have discovered. I am so freaking picky with concealer. But this one, this little baby e.l.f. Flawless Concealer, oh my goodness, I love this. I love it. I love it. I really had zero expectations when I tried this. I'm like, I'm so picky with concealer. There's no way I'm gonna like this one, which is what I think with every concealer. But this is so good. This one's in the shade Light Beige. That's the shade. I do need to get a lighter shade unless I plan on getting tan at any point, because this is like actually my skin tone. But it's just so natural. Like, it blends into your skin immediately. It doesn't look crepey, like it's not too heavy. The other e.l.f. concealer that they came out with, way too heavy for me, way too much under the eyes. There was no way. It looks so bad on me. But this one, like, I can pile this on and it never looks heavy. It's just such a beautiful, natural, I would say like medium finish, medium coverage. I love it. And it's e.l.f., so it's super inexpensive. It's so, 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 so good. Totally took me by surprise. Oh, also, this Giorgio Armani Master Corrector in the shade number 2. So we're going from e.l.f. to Armani. But I love these two together. Together, they're so good. So this is the new Giorgio Armani Corrector. I love that it has this little, like, super fine applicator. And that's what this shade looks like. Can you even see that? Yeah. It's just like a nice peachy orangey shade. But I like this one because it's not too heavy. I can just like do one little stripe of it and kind of blend it in with my ring finger and then go over top with concealer. And I feel like this is like the perfect little duo. So do you need to spend like Armani prices on a corrector? No, but I've tried a lot of correctors. I'm very picky with correctors because I just can't seem to find one that I love. I think I love this one. And of course, it would be like a $50 one, $58. I don't even know what this was, but it was very expensive. But listen, if it's gonna help conceal my darkness, I will totally pay $58 for this. Wow, 58, was it really 58? This one seems to be perfect. The formula is super, super thin, but the coverage is really, really good. So it's like a nice formula that kind of like melts into your skin, but it actually covers up my very dark circles. Thank you, Greek heritage. Okay, 2 mascaras. This one we'll go through super quickly because this one has been around forever. Maybelline The Falsies, just the regular old falsies. I love this mascara and I've been through so many of them, but I'm back on this one. It gives you such good length, good volume. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge. I always find myself going back to this one. I won't use it for like a year, but then I'll go back to it and I'm like, oh my God, how did I live without you? I love you so much. That's where we're at right now. And then this one is new to my life. I think I've talked about this one with you guys. I know I did on Snapchat. The L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara. So there's the wand. And this is one of those like gimmicky ones that it kind of like bends. But the formula is actually really good. I have this one on today. It gives good length, it gives good volume. I don't find that it's too like smudgy or flaky, and it works. It's just a good mascara. One thing that I don't like about this is this massive packaging. To store this, like all of my other mascaras look like this, and then you have this big like onion. It reminds me of like an onion. I don't know why. But I wish the packaging were a little bit smaller. I wish it was a little bit taller. I wish it was a baller. Anyway, good mascara. Don't love the packaging. This whole thing, like the little way you can like curve it, I don't know. I could live without that. What I like about this is the formula. I feel like I talked about this one with you guys, but I have to mention it again. It's that good. So this is the Brow Endowed? Yeah, from Urban Decay. So on one side you have a primer and then you have your brow gel on the other side. I'm in the shade Dark Drapes in all of Urban Decay brow products. This is far and away the best brow gel that I've ever used in my life. The primer just kind of grips onto your brows, and then when you use the actual color, of course you're getting the color, so it kind of helps with like filling in, but it will not budge all day. This stuff is like glue, but it doesn't make your brows feel crunchy, but like at the end of the day when I go to take it off, like you kind of have to work to get it off. not like work up a sweat like it's waterproof mascara, but you kind of have to get it going and then it all comes off. It is absolutely hands down the best brow gel that I've ever used because you get the color, but you also get the hold. I just love it. I love that the little wand is so teeny tiny, and that's what they both look like. The best. So good. It's just my favorite. I love it. I had to mention it, even though I think I mentioned this before. It's so good. Oh, let's talk about this. You guys look at the packaging. It's like, oh, do you see that purple and yellow? It's so good. So this is the Dior Addict Stellar Shine. And my camera just cut off. Dior Shine, wait, start over. Dior Addict Stellar Shine in 125. So Erin got me this for my birthday. I mean, I picked it out, but Erin got it for me. It's just so perfect. And it's so different for me because usually I go for the token nude shade, but they didn't have a token nude shade. So I saw this one and I'm like, ooh, I might like that. It's a peach, but when you put it on your lips, it's very, very soft. It's not like peach, bam, crazy. It's just like a peachy sheer balm, and I love it. And it's perfect for spring and summer. So, oh, and the packaging, like, are you kidding me? Oh, I die. And I think this is a Sephora exclusive, FYI. Wanted to give a quick mention to the Smith 112 brush. You guys have seen me use this a bajillion times to do my contour, but this is the best contour brush ever created. And I need to talk with you about this because it works so well with this, which is my absolute favorite product of the month. So this is the new Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder from Jouer. This one is in the shade Dark, and I've been using it as a contour bronzer shade. When I tell you this powder has officially changed my life, I am not exaggerating. The powder is such an amazing, like, light, soft formula. It has a bit of a sheen to it, but it doesn't make you look luminous. It doesn't look on your face like there's a sheen. It's just not a flat matte. If you're super dry, this powder is going to change your life. So the shade Dark for contour bronze, but the shade Light is what I use on my under eyes and on my entire face. Like when I swatch it, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see how it is not like, it doesn't even look like powder. It's just like, and when you put it on, it has this like amazing silkiness to it. I don't know how Jouer did this. Like, why is every brand not doing this? Because this is so good. It doesn't feel or look like powder, but it's powder. It's so weird. I don't know. I don't even know the correct way to explain it, but I know that I am so hooked on this. I've been using it every day. I cannot stop. I keep texting Christina, who's the owner of Jouer, and I'm like, I don't know how you did this. Like, what did you do? What is your secret? Like, I just texted her like an hour ago, and I'm like, the dark shade to contour, I'm freaking dead. It's so good. Oh, last thing I want to mention, I totally forgot about this. The Sweet Talk palette from Colourpop. Packaging, mind-blowing. I love this palette. I think this is my most favorite Colourpop palette ever. It just, every single shade in here, I love. Like, I could do without these pressed glitter kind of things, but all of the other shades and even like these Super Shocks, obsessed. This palette is so good. It's really good for every day, but you can also really amp it up if you're gonna do like a super out there, like blingy, you know, you're going to a wedding or something and you need to really like amp it up. You can do everything with this palette. I usually love Colourpop palettes, but this one, bitch, we are united as one. Okay, I have to go. My husband is in the car texting me like, where the hell are you? Because Emma has a track meet, and here I'm just like, ooh, my next favorite is the... So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your favorites down below, as always. I love you guys so much. I will see you next time. Bye.
Oh my god, relax, I'm freaking coming! Yes. Like 2 minutes, dude? Alright. Oh, Bernie. You are not living your best, girl. She's a little like Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's so good though. It's so good. You guys, I have a new concealer in my life. It's the bigness. It says safe for suitable skin. I cannot stand you. Looks like a little shark. Baby shark, dum dum dum, baby shark, dum dum dum, baby shark, dum dum, baby shark, mama shark, dum dum dum, mama shark. Ow! I think I pulled a nose muscle. With my nose, that could happen. You guys know my love for Jouer. Jouer, what? This is freaking Laneige, you dumbass. I hate myself. You guys know my love for Laneige. They have on Sephora only for today. If you're watching this the day that I post this. Early access for their new lip balm that's in a tube. I just ordered a peach one. Sorry that I sound like this, but I'm dying. Go get one because this stuff, this is like my favoriteest lip balm. It is so good and I just like the original. I have the apple something one. Original's the way to go. But they didn't have the tube in the original, but I got peach. So anyway, okay, go buy one. Okay, bye. Laneige, aka Jouer. Oh my gosh, would you shut up, woman, for once in your life? Turn this volume down. Ugh.